Hey everybody! Welcome back to Northernlion Plays the Binding of Isaac. We're gonna random, straight up off the top of the dome piece, Eve. Well, you know what? On the bright side, we have gotten a lot less Eve lately. That's not me trying to say I necessarily hate Eve, although, you know, now that I have a newfound affinity for Lazarus, there's the seed, by the way. Now that I have a newfound affinity for Lazarus, and I'm not saying Lazarus is, like a stronger character than Eve, but I think a more dynamic character in the early game, because of the weird-ass, like, you know, self-suicide mechanic that actually can help you out a little bit. Now that I like Lazarus a little bit more, I think Eve has moved down my rankings ever so slightly. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion, but I think Eve is a very feast or famine-y type character. As I've been told, Whore of Babylon is a 1.5 times damage increase, which is awesome. I mean, that's obviously better than what you get from the Suicide as Lazarus by about 30%. No more no more bombs, which it'd be awesome to get that Tinted Rock, because if we do gain access to that Tinted Rock, we can put ourselves in that Whore of Babylon state. But that being said, I think it's a little bit, you know, I would rather have the 1.2 times damage increase than the 1.5 times damage increase, and I know that sounds ridiculous, but the reason I would rather have it is because it's permanent no matter what happens, where, you know, with Eve, if you accidentally pick up a red heart, you lose that extra bonus, and you fall back down to 1, you know, 1 times your multiplier. You just get... or 1 times your damage, I should say. You just get your damage on a flat rate. You know, if you pick up an HP upgrade, which increases your chance of survival in some ways, it lowers your damage, which decreases your chance of survival in some ways. It's interesting, and that makes Eve a very interesting and kind of a strategic character as opposed to maybe like a tactical character. And I don't mean any, you know, I'm not making a value judgment on that either way. I'm just saying maybe, for my intellectual capacity, it's a little bit beyond the capabilities that I like to access on a daily basis. Anyway, easy fight against Dingle. Our damage is shit, but it'll get better. His damage is shit, but it'll never change, hopefully. Yes sir, give a dog a bone. The HP upgrade is not that useful immediately, but it's also not that terrible. Because if we can just get a bomb, get a Spirit Heart, put ourselves in that Whore of Babylon state, then we can trade away our HP. I mean, the ideal Eve run, in my opinion, is either you get carried the way you would get carried on like a normal Cain run or something like that, a normal Maggie run, or you trade away all of your HP and just roll like full glass cannon, hopefully with a lot of Spirit Hearts to back you up. I might as well get Isaac's Heart. I'm actually a little bit stoked that we might be able to get maybe a secret room? No, there won't be a secret room there. Maybe at top there would be a second secret room, but I'm a little bit excited that we might be able to have a small chance, at least, of getting Anarchist Cookbook here, which might allow us to get that Eternal Heart, or not Eternal Heart, but Spirit Heart. Tinted Rock. You know the idea. Alright, well, the Two of Clubs here is actually good. We'll pop that right away so we can blow this one open. Hopefully Small Rock as well. Wow, that's a very good start. Do we have a self-sacrifice room? I hope I didn't shoot all of the fires, because if we don't have a self-sacrifice room, then it's going to be a little bit difficult for me to get down to where I need to go. I say we blow up this rock right here, because I don't see a good reason not to. And there's 2 Spirit Hearts there. There's no way I'm getting out of here without picking one up. That's very unfortunate. But we'll be looking for some fire. If we don't see it, we'll just go back for that Spirit Heart and head down to the next floor, because there's... oh, you know what? There's fire. Okay. So I hate the fact that I had to lose the Spirit Heart to make this happen. That's on me for not getting through the door when I blew up that... Tinted Rock, but that's okay. It's not the end of the world. The Small Rock pickup for +1 damage is really nice here, and we'll combine that with the Whore of Babylon for times 1.5, so that's basically a 50-cent bonus from money equals power right there that we picked up on the first floor. And we'll still have great protection for our deal with the devil on the next floor. No chance to spawn an arcade, which I actually would like to change, but the odds of us actually getting to 5 cents, you know, the only thing we could really do is go to our shop and then shoot the fires, hope that it works out. I don't think it's going to happen, and it's going to cost us a key in the process. Anyway, so next floor, it's all about that deal with the devil. We got to make that happen, stay in the permanent Whore of Babylon state, and just ball out of control, hopefully. Curse of the Unknown is a little bit scary. There is a Tinted Rock. We have no bombs, so I guess I'll not sweat that too much. If I had to choose one consumable to be lacking, it would be bombs, probably, but still, I would rather not have to choose. What kind of a choice is that? What kind of demigod is presenting these questions to people. If you had to do this, if you had to do that. You don't have to do anything you don't want to. Well, you have to do some things you don't want to do. But certainly not arbitrary decisions like that. Anyway. A bomb here would be awesome. We may get... I have a great suspicion that we will get a bomb from this spider. And I was wrong, but that doesn't... maybe I wasn't wrong. My suspicion ended up being wrong, but I was true to my suspicion there, you know? I'm a skeptic. I don't believe in, you know, superstition or hunches or jinxing or anything like that. So, in a way, I just proved myself right. Parasite is a fun item. I don't want to take this pill in case it's full health. Maybe I'll take it after our deal with the devil section. So we have to, you know, start thinking... This plane's about to land. What are we going to do when we get to that boss room in the devil room? We have 3 HP. Plus 1 full spirit heart. So we don't have to worry about dying. Hopefully. Just want to worry about the Sunshine Girls. If we manage... That's a Vancouver reference for you right there. Oh, okay. Now we're either at 1 spirit heart or no spirit hearts. No spirit hearts, obviously, very scary for me. But, you know, half a spirit heart is... acceptable. Did I say 1 or 0? I meant half or 0. Brain's not quite working yet this early on. Don't worry about it too much. It had to be the Haunt because, of course, Balls of Steel. Oh, such a great pill for us. So now we have nothing to worry about. We'll get an item. And on top of that, we'll get a guaranteed deal with the devil. Hopefully not Krampus. I really want to get some tier effects to start our journey here. Alright, Bird, this is like your time to actually do some damage. This enemy is the closest thing to stationary you're gonna get. You know, it moves at a pretty specific speed, pretty slow speed. Almost picked up that HP, which would have been a bad decision. Why a bad decision? Because I don't want to ruin my Whore of Babylon state. I think we're just gonna head down to the next floor, honestly. We've been to our item room. We don't have any bombs. I don't want that HP. We picked up Fear Shot for a little bit of extra damage. Maybe that's how we're gonna play it, you know, is we're gonna just avoid taking HP. In order to keep ourselves in this state. If we find a... Yeah, we'll probably go for this. If we find a blood bank, or, you know, if we can carry an IV bag, then these problems pretty much become unimportant. Our shots, weirdly enough, kind of look like we have Fire Mind right now. Like, they're vaguely orange. Which is also a term that I would use to describe Nicole Richie. That's not a comment about race or anything like that. She's just... it's a dated reference about fake tanning, okay? Rake me over the coals. We'll try this out. It's a little bit ambitious here early on, but hey, it ended up paying for itself. Curse rooms, I already, you know... if you have any ability to survive them, especially long-term, I think you should be going to these curse rooms. I mean, that's not... a very controversial opinion, you know, they've proven to be very good. You should probably look for the fact that they could border a secret room, which, you know, obviously appears to be the case here and would make me a little bit ornery. Yeah, I'll reroll this whole run. I guess we'll just walk onto it first. Like, I'm not too attached to this. We got Stompy, our our tiers appear to be red. And by appear to be, I mean, well, you know, they are red. But what if your red is like my blue, man? That's a great question. I never really considered that. This rerolls everything, by the way. I'm happy to have Stompy. We also got Pyro, so our bombs are great. Just wanted to throw... we should probably have looked for the secret room there, but I just want to throw a bomb down and see if we had, like, some kind of special ability. You know, sad bombs or something like that. It appears like we did not. I should avoid walking on those mushrooms. It's very dangerous. I guess we'll stick with Bible Tract. Again, I need to memorize the mechanics. Thank you to everyone who has tweeted me with the mechanics of Bible Tract and Rosary Bead and Mom's Pearl. So I can help keep them straight. Our damage is actually terrible, by the way. I'm noticing now. We have Leech. We have Dry Baby. Not going to be too helpful on this room. Leech is doing its best. I actually appreciate Leech's AI over Dead Birds, which I guess we're not going to have to deal with anymore. Man, we really need a deal here to improve our damage. This is actually getting just ridiculous. Please, kill the big green one. He'll explode. It'll be good for business. Oh my god, he can kill them all with one hit. They're freaking finally. This is a not fantastic reroll. If we can focus an enemy, they're not so bad. We're doing about half the damage we were previously doing. We used to be able to kill an enemy in... Like, those enemies, we used to literally be able to kill them in 2 hits. Now we're looking at 4 hits. I don't love that. Maybe a red candle or something here would make me feel better, though. Probably end up buying a key. And we'll end up playing this guy. We're on, what? Catacombs 1. Oh, no, I blew you up by accident. I'm so sorry. Hey, but Judas's tongue, though. I'd rather take that and not risk anything. Yeah, not risk getting stuck with deals with the angel instead. I blew up that judgment. That was just a really poor play. I think it was just a misclick on my dodge. Biggest problem with this run right now is that reroll, but honestly, I don't feel pressured into that reroll. I feel like I was a little bit unhappy with the run, and I wanted to roll the dice on it, and I ended up, you know, eating shit on it a little bit. That's all right. That's how gambling works. That's why there's a dice on the picture, you know? Or why there's a die. Don't even get me started with that shit, you pedantic. Anyway, deal with the devil here. Cheap deal with the devil here. Deal with the devil here. Latchkey. Latchkey? To Bill Latchkey. No, okay. We, are gonna go around and look for our item room, which is unfortunately super far away. We've got very, very low speed here. Another fantastic item for us would be the PhD, considering we can crush all these mushrooms, but we have to get it quickly if we're gonna make good use out of it. 10 minutes, I'd say that, in spite of our earlier... Wait, we've already been to our item room? We got the bean. I'm an idiot. I was like, it must not have made much of an impression on me if we don't even remember, and that is true. I think the bean is a pretty bad item, all things considered. Like, not very meaningful at all. Maybe we can get an Eternal Heart here. It does some damage. I can't really remember why I like the bean more in vanilla than I like it now, but maybe it's just because there's better opportunities to get, you know, killer spacebar items now. Can't go in there. Curse of the Unknown, 3 HP, so we're in, like, exactly the same position that we were in on, the second floor. I could crush that. Right, don't need to use bombs. Cut me some slack on that one, you know. We've only had our newfound, items for 1 floor. Plus, we also have Pyro. If there's any time when it's excusable to use a bomb in a terrible situation, I think it would be when we have 88 of them. No, technically it would be when you had 99 of them. Do you hear yourself talking, straw man? Nobody's gonna want to talk to you when you're just, you know, your entire reason for existence is just pointing out people's mistakes, you know? You think it sharpens people and makes them... Oh, I didn't know we had Attack Fly. Well, we have Revenge Fly, sorry. You think it sharpens them, but in actuality, it just makes them think, man, that guy's being a little bit of a dick. Don't be so much of a dick, you know? Be a little bit more easygoing. Everybody makes mistakes. You make mistakes, too. People just don't point it out because they're, you know, too busy living their own lives. We're still better off with Judas's tongue here. Thank you, Dry Baby. Maybe Dry Baby didn't save me from taking any damage there, but you know what? Thank you, Dry Baby, just for being you. Sometimes I feel like, you know, we could all hear that a little bit more in our lives. Thank you for being a friend. I don't remember the rest of the Golden Girls theme song. Which I think those are the actual words of the Golden Girls theme song. Man, Scapular. Getting some defensive items, but we're not really killing it defensively, and we're not really killing it offensively either. You know, we're not quite a Nicholas Lidstrom, nor are we a Pavel Bure right now. So, you know, right now we're a little bit more of like a Chris Draper. We're a journeyman. We're getting, you know, we're hanging in there right now, and there's no reason this can't be a long and productive run, even if it's not necessarily that noteworthy. But at the same time, you know, I'm gunning for a little bit more superstar status. Hopefully this is what allows us to make it happen here. We'll be using bombs offensively because it really is the, you know, the #1 utility that we have in our wheelhouse right now. That was not a good bomb there. If we end up using 10 bombs per floor, doesn't really bother me. If we end up running out of bombs, that's okay. The bombs are more valuable to us now than they'll be to us later. Man, really though? That's a disappointment. No deal with the devil on that one. Shit, man. I don't really know what to say about that. Yeah, Caves 2, we're not going to be using Pandora's box, but we can take Pandora's box. With enough bombs, we can afford to hedge our bets here. Alright, sorry, donation machine. You didn't deserve this. It's not your fault. We're going to take Pandora's box, and we're going to take that down to the Voom. Boom, 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 boom. I want you in my womb. That was pretty gross. Paired with some nostalgia. Don't try to tell me the Venga Boys are... There's somebody out there, you know, when you ask people what their favorite band is. The Beatles. The Rolling Stones. You know, the Doors. I'm trying to throw out some answers people will give you. Pavement. Smash Mouth. But there's somebody out there whose favorite band is the Venga Boys. And they mean it unironically. And we should respect that, man. Because I'm glad that the Venga Boys, for all of the cynicism that I have about their music, you know... I mean, it pretty much boils down to they like the party. They like the party, you know? It's pretty simple stuff. I'm glad that their music has emotionally affected someone and maybe has the ability to brighten someone's day. I think that is some awesome shit. It's very noble. And hey, if they made, you know, $1 quadrillion, you know, doing it in the meantime, then more power to them. I can't believe I'm still so bad at seeing Tinted Rocks. I barely spotted that one as I was making it happen. Should be looking for crawl spaces. I mean, we're not in a desperate situation, but if we want to prevent a desperate situation, we should do our due diligence right now to, you know, make sure that we're hanging tough, like a Marky Wahlberg song. I mean, there's someone out there whose favorite band of all time... Don't even talk about that. Whose favorite band of all time is Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. There's some New Kids on the Block fanatics out there. That's cool, man. Let people love what they love. Lemon Party. Full health. Balls of Steel. Extremely happy to have that. Thought I'd take a chance on that because we had Balls of Steel. And maybe get another Balls of Steel pill back, even if we took some damage in the process. No such luck, but that's okay. Down to the next floor, and I really can't imagine that we don't get a deal with the devil here. I would be surprised. I would be perturbed, disappointed, a little bit pissed off, peeved, ornery. Something wrong with my medulla oblongata. No, Colonel Sanders, you're wrong. Mama's right. Sorry, just my Adam Sandler gland kicking in there. My Adam Glandler, if you will, which all 90s kids were implanted with when they were 8 years old. The doctor called himself the Water Boy. Anyway, those traumatic memories aside, let's move along here. What are my contingencies here if we end up not getting like a good damage item from a deal with the devil, or from an item room for that matter, or from golden chest, or literally from any available source that could possibly show up? There's almost no way out, you know, WWE style. We're not doing enough damage to get away with not having much HP. The thing we have going for us right now, we do still have Dead Bird. Should have realized that earlier. The thing we do have going for us is that we have a lot of familiars. So a BFF could help us out. Is it going to win the run for us? Pretty much no conceivable way that could happen. But it could be a start, you know? It could give us a shortcut to more damage than we maybe deserve. I'm not surprised Leech got that done. Leech, it handles its shit for the most part. I would like to open that golden chest, I'm not gonna lie, you know, just the chance for there to be Cricket's head there is enough for me to want to go through with that. Oh, come on, don't be a host, man. Sorry, we can pick up some extra stuff here. We're gonna be cracking all these skulls, because when they are hosts, we can just choose to ignore them, but when they're tarot cards, like Two of Clubs, which, you know, why not use it? And this, you know, we can get some advantage out of this right here. Boss rush is not gonna happen on this run, so just, you know, be accepting of that. It's going to take us up to enough money to make our shop worthwhile. I would love the blood bag. IV bag, maybe a little bit less so because we don't have Whore of Babylon anymore. Oh, what about this one? 2 of diamonds. Yeah, I'm going to pop it, even though we might be able to get better value out of it later. 50 cents is enough, you know? Once you reach the point at which you're like a multi-millionaire, who cares if you got, you know, $112 million or $111 million, you know? You're both sitting at the same table at the country club, probably. What even is a country club? I don't get it. We're all part of the country. You go there, you play golf, you eat lunch. Is the food good? I don't normally associate golf course food with being great, but I guess I've never eaten at a golf course, so that's a little bit of an ignorant assumption on my part. Crack the Sky is not very good. For us in our current situation, I would append to the end of that sentence, but what about this? What do we got here? Justice card. I'll take it. More plays in the blood bank. Come on now. Gotta do a little bit more damage to these guys than I'm comfortable doing, or at least like a few more shots than I'm comfortable giving. HP's coming back, though. This floor has to pay out with a high damage item somehow, or a deal with the devil. If it doesn't, I hate this room, by the way. I love this room, but I hate this room. Because it gives us such an awesome opportunity to pick up good stuff. Mostly in the form of tarot cards and black cards, but also the red fires are just the most obnoxious shit. I'm actually amazed that I didn't take more damage in the process there. Now, we're not quite done with this, but still. What the heck is even going on here? We did get a black card out of it, so worst case scenario, we've broken even if we take no more damage. Empress. If we can just kill this host, then we can leave as soon as we're done. Good, alright. Then we'll crack open these guys. So we got one more Empress card whenever we're ready to use it. That means we probably should use one on the boss right here. This is a big one. I mean, we have pretty much no risk of not getting a deal with the devil, so it's just proof that this run could be worse. Not loving Mask of Infamy, of course. The fact that we have Dry Baby to help us out and some bombs to, you know, speed the process along is very nice. We should be shooting in the process. I just don't want to knock our bombs away by accident. There we go. We're going to throw one down here. Well, Leech is going to help us here as well. It's actually pretty hard to get these bombs to match up with where we want them to be. Nope. Well, we still have 90, so I can't be too mad. There we go. I'll be practicing my bombs over here if you don't mind. There we go. We do get a deal with the devil. Better trinket, maybe? It's the tick. Don't love it. Balls of Steel. Do love it. And then a Krampus fight. This is, like, really not what we needed. I joke about the Krampus fight. This shit ain't no joke. I had to back up off of this and set my cup down. Tanqueray and Krampus. Shit, we fucked up now. That was, Gin and Juice by Snoop Dogg, to give proper credit where it's due. You know, I don't like the idea that you take, like, a celebrity's persona and then prescribe certain personality traits. But I have to imagine if anybody is okay with, you know, rapping their song terribly and ironically. Not that the song is great, by the way. It's not a song, it's a piece. It's a classical part of the genre. But anyway, it's probably Snoop Dogg. He seems like a pretty laid-back kind of guy. Wonder what his secret is for his relaxation technique. I couldn't guess, to be honest with you. I am stoked that... Well, I'm not that crazy about Guppy's collar, but I'm stoked that we got Lump of Coal for a little bit of extra damage. The Guppy Dream is a theoretical possibility, technically. I don't know. I don't know, though. Like, we... Do we have Deal with the Devil precedent? I can't even remember if we picked something up as Eve. We got to the second floor. We fought the boss. Got a Deal with the Devil. On that Deal with the Devil, what did we pick up? Oh, it's like Dark Matter. So we should have a Deal with the Devil precedent, unless that gets re-rolled. I forgot we had Stompy. Unless that gets re-rolled as well, in the whole re-roll, which I really, really hope it doesn't. Got lucky to dodge those bomb rocks there. I don't know, man. Like, we got a lot of... This is a run that looks a lot stronger than it actually is. Let's put it that way. And the the Greed fight is not helping us out that much in that regard either. Yeah, walked right into him. Man, in a way, I would love to have so much HP that we could just deliberately damage ourselves on any given floor with, like, IV bag or something like that. Any given room, I should say. With IV bag, and then just use the attack fly to do damage, because that's still, like, my principal damage dealer. Now, that's why I opened Golden Chest, man. I know the pool pretty much inside and out right now, and a lot of the items in that Golden Chest pool are crazy good. Tammy's head maybe wouldn't be that appealing to me right now, but that's okay. All the other heads are alright, including Fate. We got another Empress card that we can pull off here, and the free ability to fly is very useful, of course. We're still going Judas's tongue here on the hope that we, you know, maybe get one deal with the devil over the course of our meager existence on this pale blue dot. I'm just going to pop into our curse room right away. We're not going to... Oh, that's amazing. We're not going to lose our deal with the devil chance. We have too many spirit hearts and black hearts. It's just not... I mean, it's literally possible in the, you know, the sense that, you know, if you were writing an English test and you said it's literally impossible for us to not take a, you know, red heart damage on this floor, you would get marked down for it. That being said, It's extremely unlikely. It's practically impossible. But we've pushed the bounds of what's practically possible in both good and bad ways, with our lost runs and with the runs that were just lost. And this is not a great start for us here. I mean, that's relatively obvious. Which is also my rapping name. What do you think? Lots of secret rooms bordering curse rooms, meaning there was preventable damage that I took, but it's alright. We'll see what we got in here. Hopefully some red chests that can provide me with some great value. That's probably not worth it, considering we're in a pretty good state with all consumables considered here. What do I want on this floor? Look, let's be realistic instead of just, like, incredibly ambitiously optimistic. I would love sad bombs. If sad bombs showed up, I'm already using bombs offensively. Oh, come on. If sad bombs showed up, I would be thrilled. I'd be over the moon. Not even a Steam sale there, although I guess that's kind of a blessing. Guess we're just going item room and then finishing it up here, unfortunately. I am using bombs offensively, so... I mean, actually, you know what would be awesome? Is, butt bombs. If we can get butt bombs, I would be thrilled. Hagalaz room. I mean, we can already destroy things. Okay, this Joker card is big. Oh my god. Well, we might as well take Brother Bobby. Walked into the fire, don't even want to talk about that. A Hagalaz rune kind of strikes me as relatively meaningless as a result of the fact that we have Leo anyway. We can stomp things open. Yeah, it's okay. Magician, right? You shall not pass. I remember the joke. Not that Lord of the Rings is a joke. No, sir. Still gotta find our item room. I can't leave without that. The Brother Bobby pickup, here's how desperate I am. I'm thinking about the Brother Bobby pickup like it's DPS. Like, I gotta get it. It gives me a little bit of extra damage. It's not the kind of damage I, you know, lie awake at night touching myself thinking about, but it is the kind of damage that, you know, hurts enemies. You know? Not every lottery ticket you get excited about is $1 million winner, you know? Some of them you just win 20 bucks. Some of them just pay for the cost of the ticket and you're happy about that. Small victory is still a victory nonetheless. A mild victory, but a victory nonetheless. Trying to channel my inner darkest dungeon voice. Okay. Well, let's talk about some good stuff. We do have Pandora's box, and the next floor is the floor that Pandora's box is, in my opinion, best on. Consistently best on. Scissors is not worth taking. We may decide... it was a really dumb idea to put a bomb down there earlier. Oh, okay. Well, it's working, amazingly. I'm just gonna leave. I'm gonna go fight the boss. I don't think there's that much more for us to gain on this floor, but, I'm concerned. If we want to, we can be flexible, ladies. And we can, use Pandora's box on the cathedral. It's a higher risk, theoretically higher reward maneuver. Like, it's definitely higher risk, theoretically higher reward. I think I'll probably just pop it on the womb, though. On the womb, you get 2 boss items. On the womb 1, I should say. On the cathedral, you get an angel item. So obviously, people always think about stuff like Godhead, but, you know, there's other items. I mean, we've already taken Scapular out of the pool, but there's other items that we could get as well that would be not so good, you know? Celtic Cross wouldn't really save the run at this point. I would rather take the boss items, you know, good chance of getting HP, but I'm hoping that we pick up, like, in an ideal world, 2 DPS upgrades. Like Torn Photo Screw or something like that. So we're definitely taking the Polaroid, and then we're heading down to the next floor. This also frees up an extra space in our inventory, basically, you know, our spacebar inventory, where we can do something else. So Synth Oil's pretty good. Basically, we held on to Pandora's box to pick up you know, a modest damage upgrade. Which, considering our pretty drastically terrible rate of fire here, is not that amazing. But it's something. Certainly better than if we'd gotten 2 range upgrades, so let's just focus on the positive there. Without getting a deal with the devil, although it might count because we got the Joker card. Basically, I'm going to ignore the math, and what I'm going to say is I really, really sincerely hope for a deal with the devil here. What is shooting that out of the way? It's like Brother Bobby Mongo Baby or something. I really, really, really hope we get a deal with the devil here, and we need a lot, honestly. It might sound like... I know I shouldn't be doing this. I'm trying to get blood clot. It might sound like I'm being a little ungrateful, but I think we need, like, to win this run. Just looking for a small rock, maybe. Nope. Not a small rock, a tinted rock. We need a mom's knife, we need a brimstone, we need a death's touch. We could start feeling pretty good if we picked up like an Abaddon or something like that. Dark Bum, maybe, but really I'm in the market for damage, not, I actually think that was a better use of that pill than using it on a boss, but, we're not really in the market for extra defensiveness or HP, we're much more in the market for extra damage. So I'm hoping for, I mean, the super ideal, like, you know, 1 in 10 opportunity here that we can get, that was a terrible dodge on my part, is, a fallen fight, like, they would be double fallen, and then we pick up a good DPS item there. Wow, this is not turning out that amazingly. And then we get a good deal with the devil after it. Now, stranger things have happened, you know. I call that luck 1 in 10 for a reason. You can expect it to happen now and then. It's kind of sad, though, that Attack Fly and Dry Baby are still like my principal damage dealers at this point. It could be a Cricket's Head in there. I don't really want to fight those enemies, though. I mean, they're going to be bosses, which is not that bad most of the time, but I think it's kind of bad with the damage that we're doing right now. Which, again, you know, nobody knows that's sadder than I do. It's a really poor situation. Man, I hate the knockback on these guys. Alright, I'm tilting. Most important thing to do in a tilt, and I'm the master of recognizing a tilt. Whether I can pull it back is another thing to be seen, but I want to be honest about it. I'm tilting. I'm very displeased with the amount of damage that I'm doing. I'm not gonna fucking go off, you know. I'm not in an emotionally unstable place or anything like that. But this run is proving a little frustrating within the context of a video game, and I'm hoping to rectify that. Step 1, we're gonna take some deep breaths. We're gonna relax. Can't employ my normal relaxation technique on camera, so we're gonna just take a deep breath. We're gonna count to 10. Done. I'm a very fast counter, and then we're gonna move along. And I'm gonna say, I'm gonna crack a joke here. I'm gonna say, I got a great knock knock joke, but you need to start it. And then you say knock knock, and I say who's there, and you're still unaware. And I say, or then you know, after I say who's there, you go, and then that's the joke. Knock knock, who's there? To who? To whom? Oh wait, I can't even remember how to do knock knock jokes. Knock knock, who's there? To who? Actually, it's pronounced Toho. Wah 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 wah. Anyway, if you want a good laugh, you should go to Reader's Digest, or you should go to Google, and you should Google Reader's Digest top 10 knock knock jokes. Because I don't know who made that list, but it'll make you appreciate BuzzFeed a lot more. Here's a great one. Knock knock. Who's there? Sam and Janet. Sam and Janet who? Sam and Janet Evening. That's the joke. That's the joke. Well, at least we got some HP out of that. We might have ruined our deal with the devil chance. We're just actually lucky that we can fly. I should not have walked into that. Obviously. I don't get the joke either. I think it's maybe like a play on a song title or something. Like, the joke has the form of playing on a song title of like some enchanted evening or something, but I just don't get it. We got no deal with the devil. I'm gonna go ahead and call it. I actually think that this is a lost run. This is a doomed run. It's a run where we're fudged. There is a chance... Oh my god, let me re-roll it. I beg you. Well, I mean, we're not going to get a deal with the devil, so we're probably better off going with, like, Monkey's Paw or something, but... there's still a chance, you know? There's a chance to lose a one run, and there's a chance to win a lost run. The way we win this run is just by making it to the chest, and then we do have to get very, very lucky on the chest. Like, I talk about getting carried. We have to get, like, fucking carried, though. And I'm cracking open all these rocks in the hopes of getting, like, blood clot. Because we do have placenta, we got, or maybe we don't have placenta, but we have leech, which gives us a bunch of regens, so... I'm feeling like we're probably not at a risk of dying anytime soon, but... Man, I think we're at a risk of never having lived, honestly. I'm gonna do this big room just because I assume that it has enemies. You know what? I'm not dealing with your horse hockey anymore. Get out of the way of the door. Don't swallow the bombs. We're leaving. You don't like it, Napoleon? You can leave. Took us 3 bombs to get out of there. If we have to go back, I don't really care. Crawl space. This might be a room we actually want to, like, do, but I'm just going to leave instead. Because okay, this room we will do. Easy enough. Could get some consumables out of it. I think this is actually a good move, and people are going to be like, what are you talking about? But I genuinely think that this is a good decision for us here. I think it's a decision that, you know, allows us to get some more survivability. I'm looking for a crawl space. I did touch a bomb rock there, you're not wrong. We have so many bombs that we can afford to do this. Even if, you know, we have to go through these rooms 2 or 3 times. See, Leech, it's pulling us back in here. How did that bomb hit nothing? I called shenanigans on that one. Now, we only... Oh, that was terrible. We only need enough bombs to take us through the cathedral. And if we can do that, then we can come out of this. This is a bold strategy. I'm a little skeptical of its ability to actually pay out effectively. But, you know, here we are. Leech is going to do some damage. Give me some regen, please. Bombs are not landing where they're supposed to. Regen not happening. I really don't want to have to fight Mom's heart again. It's very telling as to the quality of this run that I'm worried about fighting Mom's heart twice. Yep, that's a problem. Leech, why are you not in there? Don't bring me back. No code, motherfuckers. Ah! Terrible run. I apologize for it, but also at the same time, good God. That was not fun, and that was the worst reroll I've ever had. Terrible run. No code. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. And, of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But, ugh! I love the crab juice.